his ground. He's not gonna like back down when somebody challenges him or something, you know.
Yeah. And I've noticed that like they each have their own sort of unique proportioning.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't really fall into the same categories with that.
Yeah, that's definitely something I've been trying to work on more recently. Is I kind of fell into, you know, have you ever heard of same face syndrome? Where all your characters kind of end up having the same looking face with just different hair or different colored eyes or something, you know?
I see that a lot in anime.
Well, yeah, for sure. But also, I feel like that expands further to same body syndrome, especially in a lot of comic books. Just, you know, like that's something that kind of turned me off from a lot of superhero comics was like it's always the same exact thing. You just got different spray paint on their naked body. You know, I mean, they're basically wearing this leotard. It's like there's no like, you know, it's just the designs on the leotard. The actual character design is just muscles, you know, or you know,
right.
Overly exaggerated female proportions or something. You know, it's like
it brings to mind like that one picture of Captain America.
I know exactly what.
His chest is so ridiculously proportioned.
Oh my goodness!
And it's magnificent, honestly.
yeah, it's like so out of proportion. But discussing like that's not the point here, though. I understand how that, you know.
Yeah.
How you thought of that, but that's but the point being that I didn't want everybody to be this tall, skinny anime shonen protagonist, you know.
Right.
I do like the red with that color, but I think I toned it down to keep them all sort of not monochromatic, but more similar.
Oh, and I see this dude has the same blue skin as our thief character.
No, it's supposed to be like turquoise.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Which there's another turquoise character coming up.
Cool.
They might be related. They might just be from the same tribe. They might be from... that was something I didn't finish answering is when I don't have a preconceived idea of what I want the character to fulfill role-wise, just as I'm drawing, things will happen, and I'll kind of work it into the design, and then that will help inform the culture that they're from. However, that's also something you got to be careful of is you can't just, like, you know, make the whole culture be the same thing as the one dude. You know, it's like, okay, you know, like, that's actually, you know, for the Bishop character on the right, that's actually, like, very, you know, that's a specific, you know, the other people in his culture might be different.
Right.
But, yeah. So I might do tribes like Bionicle or something, you know.
I was wondering about that.
And the skin tone is like, you know, the equivalent of the Bionicle tribe or something.
Yeah. Also, is this character a bush?
No, this character hides in a bush.
Oh, okay.
A lot of these characters, I haven't decided if they'll be male or female by the final rendering, so I kind of refer to them in general terms. But this is like a kid.
We may never know.
He or she will be sort of like, you know, sort of the cartoon sidekick, I guess. Kind of fulfills. Yeah, you can see in this character I do the method that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
No stick figure, I just started drawing.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that when I don't use a stick figure, they end up very static looking. And that's why I use the stick figure to draw.
Right.
Like a pose.
Yeah, because that's my biggest problem is I'll start drawing and stuff and then realize that because of the proportioning, their legs just shoot off of the bottom of the page.
Yeah. This character I drew too close to the bottom of the page, and then...
Yeah, but you got it made in that you can just like click and move the whole thing up. Very fantastic bracers and
thank you. I wanted to do some armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one character I very specifically decided to make female because I hadn't drawn any like specifically female characters.
Ah.
But yeah, you can, as
All things are
someone was very quick to point out, you can tell that this one is, specifically to be female.
all concept designs are subject to change.
Yes. However, I really like this character design that I'm doing here.
I was about to say, it's turning out really good.
Yeah, I really like this one, and being female, I feel like that kind of can play an interesting role in the character also.
Yeah.
However, when I color in her face, she will... she kind of reminds me a little bit of that one guy from, what's that show? Regular Show.
Wait.
The like troll guy or whatever he is.
Wait, the gorilla Skips?
No, not the gorilla.
Wait, what? Which troll?
Like the green skinned guy who's like, he's like talks like this, and he's like, hey, I'm in the show too.
Oh, what was his name?
I don't know. I don't care.
That's gonna bug the snot out of me.
But yeah, so I had to like find a lighter color for her skin because I was like, like something about the nose and the pointy ears kind of, and the shape of the hair and stuff reminded me of that character. And I was like, nope. You gotta look it up. Why are you looking it up?
I'm looking it up, man. This is gonna bug me. Hold on.
What were we talking about earlier? I never finished explaining something earlier. Yes, I've been trying to get more, like, not abstract, not cartoony, but like more diverse with like the shape of people, I guess. With so they're not all these tall, skinny shonen protagonists. Like on the other one, I wanted to make them more.
It was Muscle Man.
Muscle Man. Didn't you make, like, when you were like 7? Didn't you, one of your main characters you drew was Muscle Man or something?
It was. I was like 8 or 9, something like that.
We used to draw all those superheroes. We had the superhero cinematic universe before Marvel did. Because they all teamed up and then they all got frozen in ice or something.
Because I legitimately first superhero I ever came up with was Muscle Man.
Yeah.
And that was his only ability, was that he had muscles. Yeah. He wasn't like genetically enhanced. He wasn't like, part of some like radioactive experiment gone wrong or anything like that. He was just a bodybuilder. And that was it.
I mean,
I got a little more creative with the next one and made him like his arms were made out of springs.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So I invented arms before that game came out.
Yeah, you did.
Except he had spring legs as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had arms and legs. I had the whole package.
Yeah.
Please, Nintendo, make legs the game.
Legs, arms, and its sequel, legs.
I want it so bad.
This character also reminds me of like a Dragon Quest type character.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why I like it. I've never played Dragon Quest, but I really like a lot of their character designs.
Yeah, the Akira Toriyama.
Oh, yeah, well, obviously. You can't. Akira Toriyama, the genius behind Dragon Ball, does medieval fantasy. Yeah!
You can't go wrong. Yeah, I especially with the red and the yellow contrasting with the pink.
Yes, the pink hair.
I
wanted to do the pink hair, like the red and the yellow, or not yellow, but like the brown and stuff, and then so the pink. That's part of the color theory. Is I try to keep around 4 to 5 colors, no more than that, like 3 primary and then 2 highlight or something like that.
Yeah.
So for this one, or I can do multiple shades of that color. So like, the pink and the red are very similar. So I'd count that as one color. And then that's something I've found very interesting, drawing these characters with inhuman skin tones, is I have to design the color scheme to accommodate their skin tone, and that really informs what they wear.
Yeah.
Which is very challenging sometimes. And
I can imagine.
so sometimes what I'll do is I'll just do the clothes first, and then figure out, all right, what skin tone
There you go.
looks good with this color scheme and doesn't, like, I feel like it usually needs to be something that contrasts.
Right.
So it stands out. So I'll use a lot of complementary colors in the color scheme and then use their skin tone to contrast it.
Yeah.
However, that limits what I'll be able to put them in for the, if this series ever takes off, which...
Let's hope so.
Oh, yeah. Also, the series, it was supposed to originally be like we were going to keyframe animate this thing, but...
right.
Yeah. I don't have the time or resources or the manpower to do that. So maybe I'll do it as a comic. Yeah. Or maybe this will just be another one of those things where I draw tons and tons of concept art for it and fall in love with the story and then never do anything with it.
Well, even if that happens, you can always revisit it or something later on.
Yeah.
When you have that ability.
Yeah.
And stuff. So, yeah. Also, this is looking to be a robot or a mech of some kind.
So, I was watching an episode of Transformers Armada, and Tidal Wave splits apart and becomes armor for Megatron in that show.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought of, what if that, but Nausicaa? Not really. You'll see why I say that in a minute. So I thought, what if there's like this glider, speeder type thing that breaks apart and becomes armor?
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And so I don't know, it's like Power Rangers or something.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. But I really... It's been a while since I've done a good mech design, and boy did I have fun designing this one.
Yeah. I mean, they're always like really cool to work in as many details as you can and stuff while still maintaining like a really unique silhouette.
Yeah. I'm really happy with the way this one turned out.
Yeah.
I was really... and yeah, those are ball sockets in the hips, and yes, that comes from my experience with action figures.
If it works, it works. But
I don't know how it would work with a human being inside of it, but yeah, sure.
Well, yeah.
I was thinking ahead for, the toys.
Of course. You're thinking way ahead. You got this big brain.
I got, like George Lucas
making
level
these money
of
moves.
marketing strategies.
Oh, you got corner the market before it even exists.
Mm-hmm. If I even do a comic.
Yeah. But yeah,
I could do some more of the heavy shading, not shading, inking, the hard inking in here.
Yeah.
And I was really happy with the way it turned out.
What's cool about this is that normally you see like these sort of mech type designs and stuff, and they're always really chunky, really boxy, square and stuff, and it's great.
Yeah.
But it's always cool to see these sort of lighter, sleeker designs.
Yeah, that's definitely something I was going for, because number one, it has to fly.
Yeah, that's true.
Number two, I've really have started to like the more sleek, organic almost, the ergonomic mech designs.
Yeah.
Like we see, Transformers used to be all squares and stuff. Then in like Transformers Prime, they had more curves. I guess.
You look at the IDW line too.
They're much more humanoid in those comics.
Like especially the Drift.
Transformers Animated. I love the designs.
Oh yeah.
At first I hated them, but later on I started to like them, and I really respect, like, oh my goodness, the work that had to go into the toys to make them like Blur.
Yeah.
You remember Blur?
Yeah.
So cool.
And especially like all of the design principles that they had and they implemented into the Covenant of Primus or something that was like the character encyclopedia, and they had all of these different character designs. Allspark Almanac, that's right.
I have the Covenant of Primus. That's the Transformers Prime like backstory book.
Right.
It's actually hanging right there.
Yeah, that's what these characters are missing. Gigantic chins.
Gigantic chins. Oh my goodness. Oh, Turn A Gundam. Like Gundam has had a lot of good designs, but they're usually blockier. And then there's like G Gundam and Turn A Gundam, and they had more like ergonomic designs. I don't know
the Turn A Gundam that one had, was it Sid Mead? Who contributed to like the concept art or something?
Yeah, who also worked on Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tron. You can see some Tron like the original Tron influence in some of this stuff too.
Yeah. Also,
I did the hair banana better on this character.
Oh, the little Padawan braid.
Yeah, the Padawan braid. I put like a little ring at the end. I'm going to put some design. The concept here was that this girl would wear like a skin tight suit, a conforming suit, whenever she was ready to put on the armor.
Yeah.
But you're not always going to walk around in a leotard, which, that was always, one of my complaints with superheroes and stuff, which is why I like the MCU movies, because they kind of make it into armor and stuff. Except Spider-Man. Spider-Man is great in a leotard. That would sound weird. Anyway.
I mean, Tom Holland is great in a leotard,
It's a CGI leotard.
Exactly.
But anyway, so yeah, so she has like this shawl or something that goes over her shoulders, and then also like this skirt or something, but like it's easy enough, like one pin and one belt, and then she just throws that off and gets into this suit of armor.
Yeah.
So, also with this character design, I gave her like a gauntlet thing to control the speeder and suit.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's the Power Glove.
Yeah, the Nintendo Power Glove. And yeah, she has elf ears. Because I thought,
why not?
If we're doing different color skins, why not elf ears?
Yeah. Her hair reminds me of the there's a me hairstyle that looks like that.
Not quite like that, but yeah.
Not quite like
what you're
that.
talking
Yeah,
about.
it's got like a little shoo sticking out the back.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah. I think they used it for like the me brawler in Smash 4 or something.
Oh, really? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's got like the cowlick in the back.
Yeah. Also, I really like the power stance that she's got going on here.
Well, it was the same one. I just used the same stick figure for the mecha.
Yeah.
And then I used it for her also. Something interesting with the inking, I don't know if I do it here. Yeah, I do it here. See how I was trying to also ink the inside of the skirt? I had to do it a little ways away from the inking on the leg.
Right.
To give it still like a little line.
Yeah, you gotta still keep that outline.
Yeah, otherwise it all blends together.
Right.
And then on the boots also, I had to do a similar thing where I had to...
I love that, the glossy black.
Yeah. See, I had to erase around the rim of the boot.
Yeah.
To give it an outline.
That's so cool.
And then to show that that's not part of the boot, that's just like the heavy inking, I had to do it on the opposite side for the other foot.
Oh, that's just good art.
Yeah, thank you. I try.
That is really cool.
Thank you.
And like, I don't know why, but I really like the belt.
The belt?
Like the belt loop. The little buckle.
Thank you.
On it.
I actually have a belt that looks like that.
Drawing from real life, I see.
Yes, it's one of my, it's part of my like pirate costume.
Yeah. So, I'm a little confused though. Is this a hat or hair?
It's her hair.
Okay. Okay, cool. I don't know why.
It's weird.
It looked a little bit like a cap to me.
And I don't know why both of the girls that I drew have like short hair.
They have Lego hair.
They have Lego hair, yes.
Well, also like long hair is difficult.
Yeah, difficult to draw. That's why Miyazaki's characters always have short hairs. He's giving the animators a break, and it's like, wow, that's really considerate.
Yeah. Except, and I just think it's funny how, like, if they don't start with short hair, they wind up with short hair by the end of the film.
Yeah, like in Howl's Moving Castle.
Howl's Moving Castle, Castle in the Sky.
Oh, yeah, Castle in the Sky.
There's another one.
In the Nausicaa manga, she starts with, like, medium-length hair, and then ends up with even shorter hair.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's how, like, you know...
Yeah, there's a good
If I did another female character, I would have given her long hair.
Yeah. There's a good bit of Nausicaa influence I can see.
Nausicaa, but a mech! Yeah, just wait until you see the glider speeder thing that the mech suit turns into.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... And then the colors that I choose also look very Nausicaa-esque.
Right.
So it kind of looks like the Mev. Mev? Mev.
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 I think it's Mev.
Yeah. Did they pronounce it in the movie?
I
don't know. I need to watch the movie.
Maybe. Also, now this is pod racing.
Yes.
For real though, it does
so
look,
funny?
it does look like a really cool little design.
Yeah.
And stuff. Is she sitting
Star
in
Wars.
the thing?
So you'll see. I do another drawing of it by itself. She's sitting on top of it, kind of like like one of those racing motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
So you'll see her leg comes down on the side.
Yeah.
Because I put the wings right underneath the pilot thing. Oh well.
Yeah.
So
like, I don't even know if you have this like planned out yet or not, but like, what kind of civilization do they have as far as like resources and stuff? Like, is it like leaning heavily into sci-fi, or are they still in like fossil fuels or something?
Well, we have a mech suit here, so I'm gonna guess that they got some sci-fi stuff.
That's fair.
You know, next character has a lightsaber. No, not really. So it's sort of like, I don't know, not exactly post-apoc, but it's sort of like outer space. It'd definitely be on a different planet or something, you know.
Yeah.
The storyline leads them from biome to biome, so like it starts out in a desert, and then it goes to like the mountains, and then it goes to you know, whatever, jungle probably
like
next,
ice or something.
And then, well, that'd be in the mountains.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Maybe they go underground. Well, let's just go through all of the bionicle biomes. Why don't we? They end up in a volcano, you know. Then there's the Kini Nui, and they go fight the Makuta. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Of course, the ultimate goal is to find Eden, which I guess would be like